Elon Musk, SpaceX, and T-Mobile are helping the satellite-to-cellular business, The Verge. SpaceX and T-Mobile aren't the only ones trying to beam cell signals from a satellite to your phone. Competitors like Space Mobile and Link Global are glad to hear it. And don't forget the iPhone 14, Globalstar satellite rumors. We've been getting calls from all kinds of carriers. There are a few companies that want to keep you connected when you're in remote areas. Image. SpaceX. On Thursday, Elon Musk got on stage with TM. Plus 11605 Chars. Arcade Fire's Win Butler accused of sexual misconduct. Shares statement. Stereogum. Multiple people have accused Arcade Fire's Win Butler of sexual misconduct. In a lengthy report published by Pitchfork, 3 women have come forward accusing Butler of having inappropriate sexual plus 12259 Chars. 2022 Tour Championship leaderboard. Live updates. Golf coverage. FedEx Cup playoff scores in Round 3 CBS Sports. Live scores. Updates and highlights from Round 3 of the 2022 Tour Championship on Saturday. Scotty Scheffler remains atop the leaderboard as the 2022 Tour Championship heads into the weekend. Beginning the week at 10 under with a 2-stroke lead on the field. The World No. 1 has climbed high. Plus 1077 Chars. Zombie deer, plague Ohio and Midwest. What we know. New York Post. What the police saw was a deer suffering from a disease called epizootic hemorrhagic disease. Or EHD. Deer are becoming infected with a disease that's creeping into Ohio and other parts of the Midwest. On Monday, police in southern Ohio were called to look into a bizarre sighting on the side of the plus 3560 Chars. How to watch the Artemis I mission lift off to the Moon, CNN. Here's everything you need to know about the uncrewed Artemis I mission. What it is, where it's going, why, how to tune in, tracking mission milestones, a timeline and countdown to launch, and more. Turn to CNN for live coverage from Kennedy Space Center in Florida starting on Saturday morning. Through the Monday morning launch, space correspondents Kristen Fisher and Rachel Crane will bring us plus 7318 Chars. 2022 Tour Championship leaderboard. Live updates. Golf coverage. FedEx Cup playoff scores in Round 3 CBS Sports. Live scores. Updates and highlights from Round 3 of the 2022 Tour Championship on Saturday. Scotty Scheffler remains atop the leaderboard as the 2022 Tour Championship heads into the weekend. Beginning the week at 10 under with a 2-stroke lead on the field. The World No. 1 has climbed high. Plus 1077 Chars. Intel Z790 motherboards listed with support for DDR5 6800 and DDR4 5333 memory, videocards.com. Intel Z790 motherboards support up to DDR5 6800 memory. Here are some first details on Intel Z790 memory support. We received documents for the upcoming MSI Z790 motherboard series, including their specifications. The documents confirm that these motherboards. Here are some first details on Intel Z790 memory support. We received documents for the upcoming MSI Z790 motherboard series, including their specifications. The documents confirm that these motherboards plus 1355 Chars. California gas car ban will apply to Virginia. 2. Due to 2021 law, Fox Business. Virginia will adopt new car sale regulations passed by California due to a 2021 law signed by Democratic Gov. Ralph Northam to mirror the state's emissions standards. Despite having a Republican governor, Virginia is on track to adopt the new Californian restrictions on the sale of gas-powered vehicles. The California Air Resources Board issued the rule and Hell. Plus 1854 Chars. Cassidy Pope and Marin call out Jason Aldeans' wife for alleged transphobia, page 6. I'd really like to thank my parents for not changing my gender when I went through my tomboy phase. I love this girly life, Aldean captioned the clip in question. Country stars Cassidy Pope and Marin are speaking out against comments made by fellow country singer Jason Aldeans' wife Brittany that some have deemed transphobic. I'd really like to thank M. Plus 1904 Chars. Deadly battles erupt across Tripoli, raising fears of wider Libya war. Reuters. Rival factions battled across Libya's capital on Saturday in the worst fighting there for 2 years. As an eyewitness said, forces aligned with a parliament-backed administration moved on the city to try to take power. Tripoli. August 27. Reuters. Rival factions battled across Libya's capital on Saturday in the worst fighting there for 2 years. As an eyewitness said, forces aligned with a parliament-backed administer. Plus 5242 Chars. Women who suffered hair loss after a bout with COVID-19 describe how it hurt their self-esteem. Daily Mail. Some women are reporting significant hair loss up in the months following a COVID-19 infection due to a condition called telogen effluvium. Women who have suffered from COVID-19 are reporting sudden hair loss months after their infection. It often comes as a shock, and women who have suffered from the loss report devastating effects too. Plus 7103 Chars. Huge dinosaur skeleton unearthed in Portuguese garden. BBC News. BBC News. The remains of what could be the largest dinosaur ever discovered in Europe are being excavated in a Portuguese back garden. The fossilized skeleton of a saw. Null. Sources: Orlando Magic guard Gary Harris suffers torn meniscus in left knee. ESPN. Orlando Magic veteran guard Gary Harris has suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee and will need further evaluation to determine a timetable for his return. Sources told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Orlando Magic guard Gary Harris suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee and will undergo further evaluation to determine a timetable for a return. Sources told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski on Saturday. Plus 312 Chars. Google opens the door for Android apps that work across all kinds of devices. The Verge. Google's new cross-device software development kit, SDK, is supposed to make it easier for developers to make Android apps connect across a range of devices, including phones, tablets, cars, TVs, and more, paving the way for multi-device connectivity. Illustration by William Joel, The Verge. Google's trying to make it easier for developers to create Android apps that connect in some way across a range. Plus 2244 Chars. Elon Musk's mom sleeps in a garage when she visits him near SpaceX. Business Insider. Elon has said he lives in a very small, 3-bedroom house in Boca Chica, Texas worth $45,000 and located near SpaceX's Starbase launch site. Elon Musk's mother, May Musk, has some unusual sleeping arrangements when she visits her son. The 74-year-old supermodel told The Times UK she doesn't sleep in a proper bedroom when she visits the +940 Chars. Jamie Foxx does spot on voice imitation of former President Donald Trump. Listen, Deadline. Close your eyes and you can almost imagine the visual of former President Donald Trump praising Death Row Records. That's how good Jamie Foxx's imitation of Trump is in a clip that's virally circulating. Foxx was on the Rap Radar podcast to promote his new NE. Close your eyes and you can almost imagine the visual of former President Donald Trump praising Death Row Records. That's how good Jamie Foxx's imitation of Trump is in a clip that's virally circulate. +1273 Chars. Cassidy Pope and Marin call out Jason Aldeans' wife for alleged transphobia, page 6. I'd really like to thank my parents for not changing my gender when I went through my tomboy phase. I love this girly life, Aldean captioned the clip in question. Country stars Cassidy Pope and Marin are speaking out against comments made by fellow country singer Jason Aldeans' wife Brittany that some have deemed transphobic. I'd really like to thank M. +1904 Chars. Physician caring for infant hospitalized with monkeypox in Washington state details care of young patient. ABC News. In the U.S., at least 18 children have now tested positive for monkeypox. Although thousands of Americans have tested positive for monkeypox since the outbreak began this past spring, only a handful of pediatric monkeypox cases have been identified across the U.S. Across +5413 Chars. Waterworld. Astronomers discover an extrasolar world that may be entirely covered in a deep ocean, SciTech Daily. With the help of instruments designed partly in Canada, a team of astronomers has discovered an exoplanet that could be completely covered in water. An international team of scientists has announced the discovery of TOI 1452b, an exoplanet orbiting one of TW. By University of Montreal, August 27, 2022. Artistic rendition of the exoplanet TOI 1452b, a small planet that may be entirely covered in a deep ocean. Credit. Benoit Gauguin. Université de Montréal. W. +11370 Chars. McLaren hits back at Alpine's Piastri lack of F1 integrity claim. Motorsport.com. McLaren chief Zak Brown has hit back at Otmar Szafnauer's claim that Oscar Piastri has shown a lack of integrity in the ongoing Formula One contract saga. Reigning F2 champion Piastri finds himself at the center of a dispute over his future. Alpine claims it has a contract in place for him to race in F1 next year. But Piastri has denied signing a deal. +1918 Chars. Daily deals. PlayStation 5 bundle in stock. Get an Xbox Series S with Forza Horizon 5 or Elden Ring included. IGN. Null. There are a lot of deals for folks looking to buy a new console today. First, the still hard-to-find PS5 is in stock at Walmart. With Horizon Forbidden West included. Xbox fans can check out the deal. +12142 Chars. Amazon just dropped the motherlode of early Labor Day deals. Starting at $10 Yahoo Life. Wrap up your summer with hot sales on favorite brands like Hisense, Lenovo, Black & Decker and more. Make the most of your weekend with the best deals on Amazon. Photo. Getty. Labor Day is just around the corner. Which means another opportunity to score mega deals across the internet. But did you? +7580 Chars. Top 10 Friday Night SmackDown Moments. WWE Top 10. August 26, 2022. WWE Null. Pennsylvania governor candidate Mastriano posed in Confederate uniform at Army War College, CNN. Doug Mastriano, the Republican gubernatorial nominee in Pennsylvania, posed in a Confederate military uniform in a 2013-14 faculty photo at the Army War College. A picture obtained by Reuters shows. Washington. CNN. Doug Mastriano, the Republican gubernatorial nominee in Pennsylvania, posed in a Confederate military uniform in a 2013-14 faculty photo at the Army War College. A picture obtained by +3369 Chars. I thought I was pregnant. But it's likely perimenopause. Insider. Perimenopause is the likely reason why my period was 2 months late. I'm in my early 40s and thought I might be pregnant at first. I checked my period app. 2 months late. Are you prepared for baby number 5? I asked my husband. His eyes widened and I could tell both of us were thinking the same thought. Oh no. Please no. +5444 Chars. Scientists grow synthetic embryo with brain and beating heart, without eggs or sperm. Sci-Tech Daily. Scientists from the University of Cambridge have created model embryos from mouse stem cells that form a brain, a beating heart, and the foundations of all the other organs of the body. It represents a new avenue for recreating the first stages of life. The natural and synthetic embryos side by side show comparable brain and heart formation. Credit. Amadei and Handford. Scientists from the University of Cambridge have created model embryos from Mouse Street. +14491 Chars. Red Sox Option Jaron. Activate Trevor Story. MLB trade rumors. The Red Sox have optioned outfielder Jaron to AAA Worcester. Reports Chris Cotillo of Mass Live. Julian McWilliams of The Help. The Red Sox have optioned outfielder Jaron to AAA Worcester. Reports Chris Cotillo of Mass Live. Julian McWilliams of the Boston Globe had earlier reported that Jaron's locker was empty. +2192 Chars. AMD and NVIDIA partners ready to offer more brutal price cuts on GPUs in September. Current cuts not moving inventory as expected. WCCF Tech. A few days ago, we reported that AMD and NVIDIA were prepping up new price cuts for their GPUs which would be issued by their partners. A few days ago, we reported that AMD and NVIDIA were prepping up new price cuts for their GPUs which would be issued by their partners. However, it looks like the most recent price cuts haven't done. +2545 Chars.